I'm Jim. Uh, guys, please get on stage and ask any question if you may have. Yes, any question.
Hello, sir. Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry, my bad indeed. So, can I have a question for you? Because I am a newcomer to the Nubit project, so I have participated in Nubit event and received two drones, is TB and Christmas. Will their two drones contribute to my receive airdrop in the future?
Yeah, we will definitely reward our community members who participated in these community events. Yes, that's for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any other question? Oh, I saw a question on the comment. So 0x Bobo asked, do you think fungible tokens on Bitcoin could disrupt the dominance of Ethereum in DeFi? So yeah, let me explain. So basically, we are working on a standard called Goldilocks, which is to be clear, which is the true ERC20 for Bitcoin, which is the next generation inscription protocol. It is designed to unify and standardize the whole Bitcoin asset ecosystem. So you can see, like for now, like we have many asset protocols on Bitcoin. We have BRC20, we have Ruins, we have all different types of asset protocols. While they are like an incomplete version of ERC20 on Bitcoin, since you can only do mint, deploy, transfer, it's limited operations because they have no programmability. And for Goldilocks, we are aimed to represent the full realized ERC20 functionality. We want to make it to unify the Bitcoin's current fragmented assets landscape. So we want to make them to fit into a shared unified asset protocol. And we also support like advanced programmability, which means you can add any operations you want without changing the underlying indexers. So it is super powerful. So which means you can have stablecoin, you can have lending protocol, you can have like any types of asset operations, which can originally only be done by Ethereum with smart contracts. So yeah, we could use this asset protocol to redefine or reimagine the landscape of the current Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem. So the question, I think it will definitely kind of try to disrupt the dominance of Ethereum in DeFi with these new asset protocols. Another question, well, okay, most people see Bitcoin as just a store of value. or digital gold, and it's hard to imagine it as anything more. Okay, what made you think Bitcoin could evolve into a trustless computer? Yes, that's a very good question. So, uh, for a very long time, Bitcoin is only like a store of value, and uh, it is actually it's for now it is the largest asset for now, right? But compared to its let's say market cap, the power of its network is very limited. So basically, everybody is celebrating the bull market, where Bitcoin is hitting like all-time highs again and again and again. And however, despite introduced in the same white paper by Satoshi, Bitcoin as a currency and the Bitcoin network are two opposite extremes. So on one side, as I mentioned before, it is the largest asset of the crypto market. On the other hand, Bitcoin as a network can only handle, let's say, 4 megabytes or 4 transactions per second. And how many can let's say Visa traditional banking system can handle? Over 20 to 30,000 a second. So yes, so and we also see a lot of demands in making Bitcoin programmable. So let's say we have hundreds of Bitcoin ecosystem projects earlier this year, such as Layer 2s, Oracles, DeFi, and none of them went very far due to the brutal limits of Bitcoin. And with these like inscriptions, with these ordinals, BS90s, we see the consequence of the limitation via like network congestion and rising transaction fees. So it's very natural to think that we should make Bitcoin do more to help this project to succeed. So like basically like there are many Bitcoin native projects, including layer 2s, claim to solve this problem, right? And however, if you analyze their like data, actually none of them goes far beyond their own central servers. And why is that, right? Because like getting their transactions settled on Bitcoin network is not only expensive, but also technically highly non-trivial. And what can we do? So we have BitVM, which is basically you can compute anything on Bitcoin, and to address this limitation. And while I won't go into too much details now, but you can think of like BitVM is the smart contract on Bitcoin, and we have developed the first formally verified BitVM instance for the upstream applications, and which can support a whole new bunch of applications on Bitcoin. For example, you can have launch your like truly Bitcoin native asset protocol that are programmable instead of just some stacked figures sitting on the Bitcoin mainnet. And we can have like Bitcoin native stablecoins. We can have with these like asset protocols, you can further extend it into complex DeFi such as DEX, lending, etc. So yeah, so with BitVM, the future looks awesome. And well, there's a lot of problems we need to solve to make it truly work. So and that's what we are doing right now. Because like making it from a prototype in the paper to a product, it's highly challenging, and that's why we're here to push it forward. All right. Hopefully it answers your question. Maybe I said too much. Yeah, actually good questions. Uh, to learn more about the golden apple. Golden apple. Yeah, so yeah, golden apple is our representation of Goldilocks. What Bitcoin stablecoin called? So for now, so currently we are working with Yala. Yala is a Bitcoin native stablecoin, backed by Polychain as well, and we are working with them to deliver this Bitcoin stablecoin based on the Goldilocks protocol. Can you share use case examples or dev the apps that demonstrate the transformative potential of BVM and Goldilocks? Yeah, for sure. I can name a few examples of it's actually being used. So let me see. So basically with BVM, we can have a lot of different applications. The most interesting one, or the one of the most interesting one is trust minimized bridges, which means you can let Bitcoin connect with other blockchains without relying on middlemen, without relying on central parties. Uh, I'm very curious. Yeah. Okay. So basically, with BVM, you can finally have this trust minimized bridges on Bitcoin, which means true rollups. So basically, for now, like for all the existing Bitcoin layer twos, they are using centralized bridges, which is a single point of failure. And with BVM, we can further trust minimize this bridge design and can help users to further like protect their assets basically. And we can also have new protocol, new asset protocol. So we can have like unlike older Bitcoin asset protocols that only store their data on chain but executed off chain. We can with BVM we can further enforce the proof, the execution proof on chain, which means we can put both the data and the execution on chain, which is huge. So think about it. You are executing this protocol using Bitcoin itself, and Bitcoin is the most decentralized blockchain network for now. And that's huge. It's like you are requesting the whole world to execute your operation, and yeah, and every token transfer, for example, is verified directly on Bitcoin. Yeah, that's two examples. And also, like since we have BVM, we can also like the developers can also utilize let's say NuBit data availability layer in a trusted way. So they can directly prove they have posted some data to the NuBit network on Bitcoin, which is huge. Let's see. I hope it answers your question. And is this going to be like all Ordinals? Yeah, basically it's the next generation Ordinals with smart contracts and DeFi. I'm very curious and do not know when to share. Oh, that's not a question. Okay. See, I currently have a basic understanding of NuBit, but not deeply enough to handle coding. Yeah. I'm just wondering how to present it so that experts can see how powerful Ordinals really are. Yes, that's a good question. That's a good question. So for now, if you want to develop anything on Bitcoin, it's very hard. It's not like on Ethereum or Solana, you have a whole bunch of DevRel tools, you have a whole bunch of materials to learn. For now, Bitcoin is like there's actually no developers. If you look at the report from Electric Capital, they have a annual developer report of every ecosystems. If you look at the Bitcoin sector, so for Solana and Ethereum, the developer numbers are around thousands, 3,000, 4,000, that kind of number level. And for Bitcoin, it's less than 200, which means and most of them are basically the team members of some Bitcoin projects, which means there's no individual developers, almost no individual developers at all. And the reason why this happened is because, like, so before this year, before the launch of whole new bunch of Bitcoin Layer 2s and Ordinals, there's only a few projects are trying to make Bitcoin more useful, to make it more than just a store of value. And I think that's the key reason. And since we didn't have BVM before that, which means Bitcoin itself is very limited, and you can do only a few things like Lightning Network, multi-sig wallet. Yeah, basically that's it. And to develop these protocols, it's not meant for everyone. Like it's not meant for like every single individual developers to launch their own protocol, which makes it even harder for the developer resources since no one is incentivized to do that. But now with BVM, the things have changed. So BVM can enable any computation on Bitcoin, which means you can have any smart contracts, which means the individual developers, they can actually make Bitcoin more useful and make Bitcoin to do more things based on that. So which means we need new bunch of developer tools to make it more smooth or smoother. Yeah. So basically, we to solve this, we have developed AVM ID, which is basically trying to make it as easy as possible for developers. So you can think of it like this. So verifying or host smart contracts using BVM on Bitcoin used to be like requiring deep expertise. You may need, let's say, you may need a PhD in computer science to understand the whole workflow. And with this developer tools, like such as BVM ID, it can be as simple as pushing a button. You can just write your circuits, write your computation in Rust, in Golang, whatever, and the IDE will handle the compilation and the processing of the proofs, and finally, like developer can run this tool, and it will automatically confirm if their workflows is valid or invalid. Okay, to answer the question. I read a whole white paper. Now it's my turn to ask. Yeah. Thank you for the bubble. It's very insightful questions. Is Yalla building Bitcoin stablecoin? Yes. They will build Bitcoin stablecoin with us using Goldilocks and BVM. I will read the doc and found that Goldilocks from enabling this. How does the vision of DAOs on Bitcoin? Yeah. So if you look at the Fractal Bitcoin, they actually have a cat voting mechanism. And what we can do with Goldinos is to enable a similar DAO voting system on Bitcoin itself without OPCAT, which means like we can add one more new utility to all the assets on Bitcoin, which is basically governance. So this can be more than just a meme coin. The users can actually vote using their assets sitting on Bitcoin to urge the DAO to do more things. Same question, nice. What might Bitcoin stablecoin call? Oh, you guys really like Bitcoin stablecoin. Yeah. So Bitcoin is a lot. So to make it like simpler, so Bitcoin is the largest asset, and based on this larger asset, we can generate the largest stablecoin on the industry, and that's the mindset of Bitcoin stablecoin. When can we read a white paper to find out more from Alex Stroke? Next week. Next week, we will release the white paper. We'll release the testnet. Everything will be interactive from day one, and we'll hold another community call just for you to answer these questions. Are the primary security risks associated with NuBit? Okay, so yeah, so for security, so we have a lot. We currently have three major products. The first one is NuBit DA, NuBit Data Availability Layer. And for that layer, it's a layer one. It's a Cosmos-based layer one, and based on proof of stake. And the security is guaranteed through Babylon's Bitcoin staking protocol. And for the code security itself, we have undergone 3 rounds of auditing from Firstland, Salus, Verilog. So basically, we have like try our best to ensure the network or the whole code security, actually from the very beginning. And the second protocol is it's like a new code base for the entire industry, which is BitVM. We have never seen this kind of code base before. So it's like for now it's even harder for auditing company to actually look into the code and find bugs. So and luckily we are like our teams are all like experts in Web3 securities. So which means we are using our knowledge such as formification to verify the security of this component using math, which means like it's basically like we have verified the whole code base of BitVM using computer using math like computer checkable proofs, which means it is the highest level of guarantee that this component is secure. Well, like we will like also like inviting some third-party companies to do another round of auditing, but I think for now for the testnet purpose, this is good enough to go. Bubble, like please ask some more. uh, can you share any insight about the sequence of the Q5 feed. Oh yeah. Q5. Q5 is very impactful. Q5. Uh, so basically, I think like it's basically conquering the world. If you look at it, Q5 is everywhere. Everyone is posting about Q5. So everyone is believing in Q5. Uh, and uh, basically, like Q5 is very ambitious, and it's not like a and it's real. It's not like a meme or it's like pretty artificial. So Q5 is the most interesting thing we have ever seen. It's like insanely ambitious, and if it works, it can really reshape the our industry, our society. Uh, yeah, that's what I can say. And our testnet will be launched next week, but more will come in Q5. How hard was it to get Bitcoin to support advanced programmability? Oh yeah, it's very hard. It's not easy. So, and that's why we're here. So basically, just like any programs, first you need to implement BVM to enable smart contracts or advanced programmability on Bitcoin. Let's say you need to implement like a Groth16 verifier in some high-level programming language, let's say like Rust. This part is easy, as you only need to write a few hundred lines of code. And then the program will be processed by the compiler, by the Bitcoin script generator to this low-level Bitcoin script. And now, like the whole size of that Bitcoin script is very large, since Bitcoin script itself is Turing complete. It will be around 2 gigabytes of lines of code. So, and how can you fit this into the Bitcoin, right? So actually, we have some workarounds. We can, like, it's technically possible. Even if we can't just fit the whole program into a single block, we can treat it like a Lego program. We can break it into pieces. We can be further fit into Bitcoin blocks. So yeah, and as you can imagine, the whole process is extremely labor intensive. And also, what if you have a bug? And what if like you want to implement another program? Uh, do you have to redo the whole thing again? Right. So and that's why we are launching this Trustless World Computer for Bitcoin. We are using our tools to to automate the whole process, so you don't need to worry about how to slice 2 gigabytes of Bitcoin script into like hundreds of multiple small pieces. Ready to join and support. Yeah. So for the validators, we are preparing the validator onboarding guide, and we will share with our partners. Q5. I mean, you have to wait for no. Q5 is real. Don't. There will definitely be Q5 in schedule. Because we can sort, can we support new system setup being built? Yes, we can. Based on today's limits, we can still support many interesting applications and let's say programmability. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, another one. Yeah, the last one. Uh, let's see. With the final phase of testnet approaching, what are the primary goals that team aims to achieve during this phase? And how does it align with the project's broader roadmap? Very good question. So for our last final phase of our testnet, we are aiming to try to educate users about Ordinals, which is the first and the currently production ready use case or the application of BVM. So when we're talking about BVM, it's highly technical. Like primary users, they don't understand what BVM is. And to further educate the whole market, to further educate the whole ecosystem, we really need users, our community members, to understand what is BVM. But BVM is like it's pure infrastructure. So we want to make something useful for the users, and say with these use cases, they can further see the powerful the power of BVM itself. And that's why we are launching this testnet, and we are launching this testnet with over 30 ecosystem partners, including Starkware, Fractal Bitcoin, Succinct, Merlin, Yala, etc., etc. So this testnet is aiming to first, it will be rewarding. Second, it will be interesting since we have designed a new mechanism to make it more than just like points collecting game. It's like so I can't tell more details, but it's like you can think of it's more like playing a video game where you can compete with others. Yeah, that's what I can say for now. And yeah, and it will be rewarding. You can earn golden apples during this testnet, and which will be further converted to the airdrops. How long will it take for Bavian? Oh, let me ask two more questions. Uh, uh, how long will it take for Bavian to be production ready? So for now, it's already production ready. So although like the whole cost of BVM, there's some place for optimization, but like for now, it can already happen on Bitcoin. If you look at our BVM IDE, you can already send transactions to a Bitcoin testnet, which is identical to the Bitcoin mainnet, which means it can happen right now. And it's production ready. And we might go through another 1 or 2 rounds of auditing before we launch it on mainnet. How do you plan to get more Web2 developers to pay attention to Bavian and try it? Good question. To get more developers especially from Web2. So it's like we need to prepare all the things they need. Basically, we need to prepare the developer documents. We need to prepare the onboarding guide for developers, how to get started, how to write your first VM application on Goldilocks. And yeah, and basically we are trying to get these things ready by February, so we can invite more developers and hold some hackathons in the university and during East Denver. And yeah, that's the main goal. Hey, okay. Thank you for all of you for today's awesome and insightful questions. See you next time. Thank you. How was your day? Yeah, actually it's 7:30 a.m. In California. So my day just started. Hope you like my answers. Looking forward to the further on the stage. But yeah, definitely Merry Christmas in advance. Thank you. Bye.